And welcome back, guys, to Turn-Based Chronicles, where we are doing Heroes of Might and Magic 4. And probability this is the last video, maybe. Or maybe this video ain't gonna be even shown, because if I fail here, I'm gonna reload and again mass amount of armies just to be sure that I can destroy the enemy. I have tried, as you can see here, by the last video that I made. It's day 3 of week 3 in month 9, okay? Month 9. I went around the entire map collecting, getting experience for all of my heroes, that is the Lord heroes, to get the ability to get a better freaking abilities. Again, increases all creature growth. So I have even more creatures to give my armies. I have 3 massive armies, 4 actually armies, but 3 massive armies underground. I went with most of my heroes for nobility, except my main heroes here, okay? But I did get them some stuff, like I did get those Nagas and got the gloves for Araya and the rest of the party and the good stuff. And I can see we have the gloves, provides plus 25% movement in the land. I did many other things, killed some vampires and stuff around, just clear the map and find what I can. And that's it, this is what I have. Now mind you, the enemy, I tried to attack back in a day, and this army, now look what they have. This is the problem, okay? This is the problem. And this is the problem. I have no idea how the sieges still work, to be honest, because it would seem as soon as they are on the towers, they do massive damage. They kill everything, okay? And this hero, level 11 barbarian, when I tried to kill him with all the armies I had back then, I mean, he was level 22, I think, by then, because I failed with all the armies. We couldn't do shit. We killed a bunch of these bastards. They were left like 64 Ogre Magi and about 70 freaking Thunderbirds, and they had 89, I think. 89 Thunderbirds, people. 89 Thunderbirds. Killed everything I had like nobody's bitch. My heroes just popped down, that's it. The end game, right? So yeah, all in all, it was awful, awful, awful. I just don't have word for it. So I sat and for many hours grinded, if you will, get my experience for my nobility, get my freaking soldiers. So there you go, 3 massive armies. The Might Army, as you can see, what we have here. We have a main group center army. Again, look how many angels I have, mind ya, Jesus. And of course, let's see, we have of course Whoopi Goldberg with her army of order. We order might and life armies here, okay? Also, we have some nature armies combined with the humans here. We have so many squires, it's ridiculous. But nonetheless, all this could fail miserably. Let's be honest here. First, I'm gonna attack with the Might Army. Why? Well, mostly because I have 65 Thunderbirds and 83 Behemoths. That's 83 Behemoths, 59 Cyclops. I'm hoping I can do massive damage with these. Okay, I can just hope. I have of course my freaking Rion, which is of course a monk, and I have of course my might hero Kel. She is a girl. Okay, it seems that I have just recruited mostly just girls through the entire freaking scenario. I've been recruiting girls all around. So there you go. So let's begin. The first disaster awaits. And mind you, this army will probably lose because they're supposed to kill as many of those tier 5 units so I can charge in with the rest of 2 armies. I don't care. I mean, the hero himself, by the level like 16, when he defeated all first army, he'll gain level 16 from level 11, mind you. He was one-shotting everyone. Well, one-shotting, like, he can kill a bunch of freaking these monkey people, that is the behemoths, like nothing. With the arrows, I honestly just like, my heroes are so strong, okay? I mean, they're the barbarian ones, okay? So they're very strong. They have some buffs that can really debuff your army and buff his army and stuff like that, and just ridiculous. So nonetheless, let's begin this and see how this is gonna go. I hope this video will work, because if not, I'm gonna again grind and grind and grind until I win. What can I say? I said that the orange player, I mean, he was here since the very beginning. So this was expected, that they will have so many armies. I just don't know how they got stuck here, to be honest. And I don't know if they actually began from this position. I have no idea, honestly. I have no idea. So there you go. Nonetheless, they had an advantage over all of us while I was fighting the red player and the green player. And yeah, I still have no idea how the hell they have level 11 Barbarian. So there you go. Okay, let's begin. To war. Finally, the beginning of the end. The beginning of the end. And the first mistake I did was, yes, you noticed, I didn't change the formation. So fuck you, demon, you already lost. Great stuff. Great stuff. Okay, now you can fly over this, but you need 2 turns to, I think, or something like that, to jump over the freaking thingy here. So what I'm gonna do is gonna try and kill the freaking archers with my Thunderbirds. I don't care for 124 Thunderbirds that are here, and of course there should be more. No, there shouldn't. I was afraid. I was like, oh, there are more, but nonetheless, these are tier 5 units, man. So there we go. I will stand behind him, or I can immediately just do a blast. Do I have mass blast? Yes, I do. I will do that immediately for all of my units, and of course my hero Kel doesn't have anything. She will stay behind, maybe just to give that morale, because as soon as she dies, there goes the morale for all of us. Let's see, 796 damage, definite damage here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. But not really, to be honest. I can buff some of them. I will immediately buff, let's see. Oh, I'm gonna buff my freaking Cyclops. There she goes, that's okay. You see that hero 11, he did 1 damage on these bastards, okay? That's 1 damage right there. Okay, let's jump over this. As you can see, I understand there should like supposed to be massive walls and stuff like that, so I understand why it's like this. Let's move our behemoths a little bit here. Yeah, okay. Again, we'll try and do a massive amount of damage. Thank you. Okay, we might actually win. I mean, as soon as these guys get into action, it's gonna be GG for us, to be honest. So I'm gonna get her as far as possible here. I'm gonna do some bloodlust on him. 1,400, I think, of these bastards. So yeah, there you go. Okay. There they go. They're going, of course, they're going immediately for the thunder. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Who is next? My Thunderbirds. My Thunderbirds need to kill these bastards. That's what I want to kill. Kill the freaking centaurs. Okay. Now, I'm gonna put my behemoths a little bit close here to try and kill off these bastards. Oh, they do have 25% more damage. Damn. So all in all, the Ogre Magi did buff the freaking Thunderbirds, but that's okay. Now, what to do with behemoths? I have 83 behemoths. 83 behemoths actually are good against Thunderbirds. Funny enough, I mean, they don't have massive health, as you can see here. They do have lots of luck, though. So yeah, that's always a bad thing compared to us. We have +1 and +1. Thankfully, we did do massive blast, so that should help us in a long run. So what I'm gonna do is put my behemoth here and protect. Oh wow, that was bad. That's okay. That's okay. So yeah, let's kill them as much as possible. Can I? Okay, I can do some bloodlust on my ogre. Sorry, on a behemoth, and that's gonna be it for us. Okay, finally the centaur is dead. That's okay. That's always a good thing. The centaurs are dead. Okay, should we immediately attack him? Ooh, 9,000! Oh, I'm gonna go for it. I'm just gonna see this damage. This is the first time we have this amount of stuff, people. Just ridiculous. Okay. Excellent. We might win. I mean, not with this army, but we'll win with the next army that's gonna be attacking. Maybe. Okay, so from afar, they only have a hero unit. So I can do some damage up close at least, if nothing else. Of course, I have from afar my Cyclops, but all in all, the good stuff is there. Okay, we can kill these two. 210, they're gonna just die by like nothing. Yep, there you go. There they go. Okay, maybe not. I mean, again, they do have this, so that's always a problem. Okay, Wolfric, and we'll be actually killing 3 of the Thunderbirds. I was actually expecting worse, so all my grinding went to Finally, I'll be actually able to win. Just because I actually had a Thunderbird, because I could just fly in, kill all those centaurs. Those centaurs would be able to do massive damage because they were on the towers. And the towers themselves actually give you probably a boost on damage because they have a clean line of sight towards you. Now, mind you, in the original other heroes, you only had like static towers. If you upgrade to the max, you had like certain soldiers on those towers protecting and doing actually a massive damage upon the enemy force. I think there were like 3 of them in total. So nonetheless, okay, I could do damage from the sides with Ogre Magic. 259, he would die. Wow, 7, that's okay. I won, people. I think I won. If not, again, the next battle will be the decisive one. And there they go. Yeah, this is the end. GG for me. Thank you so much. Like damn. Okay, I'm not gonna damage my guys with the Cyclops. I don't have a nice line of sight towards the Ogre Magi, sadly, but that's okay. You're dead. Thank you. And the Ogre Magi, 227 Ogre Magi left. Totally okay with that. There go, of course, my behemoths. Now I had 197 and 59. 59 Cyclops, which will be doing the damage against the Ogre Magi, while they stand there, do absolutely nothing, maybe. 177, 187 here. I'm gonna, let's see, can they move a little bit? How much they can move? They can move a little bit, so I'm gonna run a little bit with my Ogre Magi, so I can allow myself to shoot. Yes, I should be able 2 times more to shoot. As you can see, we have 2 times before we go into the melee, and I can't. Oh, yes, I can. There you go, 11 dead. That's so good and dandy. Okay, I did actually give some equipment to her, I think. I did not show that, sadly, but I did send a little bit of equipment, give a little bit like swords, better shields, crap like that, to our might hero here, Kel. Nonetheless, level 9 general, always the good stuff. As I said, I've been all around doing my stuff and making sure that I get much experience as possible. Did fight those fairy dragons, I think, once, and that was about it. In the last video, I think that was the last video, and immortality potions, of course, helped a lot. But nonetheless, unbelievable. I will actually win this. As you can see with the Cyclops, just don't have any more of anything here, and that's okay. That's totally okay. I mean, as you can see, the Cyclops themselves really can't do anything anymore. No more possibility for them to shoot, so they're as useless as it can get. But I can try and do that. Maybe from the sides I can do some damage. Okay. If you attack them from the wall, behind the wall, or in front of the wall, across the other wall, it's like you're charging, you know, with the ladders and shit like that, and doing absolutely less amount of damage than you should be in front of them. So there you go with that. Okay. I can just stand here and do this, but I'm gonna attack, and I mean, I will lose this army, as you can see yourself. Definitely I will be losing this army, but that's okay. Maybe not. Maybe we'll actually be able to win this. We'll see. It's all depends on how much damage we do. We, of course, have more Ogre Magi against their 43 Ogre Magi, and still I can shoot, but a less attack on the enemy, sadly. Nonetheless, there you go. Win for me, people. Finally, we have done it. My first scenario ever, and to be honest, all that grinding, I wasn't bored, and that just says that this game is amazing. Unbelievable. My last castle in Heroes of Might and Magic 4. Unfreaking believable. I have actually won. Get that advanced leadership because we need it. Get that basic defense or master combat. Let's go with the basic defense. Oh, basic offense, master combat. Cruises Hilo. Let's see, basic offense. Oh, I'm gonna go with basic offense. As you can see, we're just getting levels and levels just because we defeated that amount of awesome armies. Ridiculous stuff. Ridiculous stuff. Okay, master combat. Let's gonna go with that. Basic nobility. He doesn't need that, so I'm gonna go with just expert leadership, expert tactic, basic death magic. Would like to see a freaking might hero get a basic death magic. I'm gonna go with that because I raise skeletons. Oh, excellent. Okay, basically Master Life Magic, always a good. Expert Resurrection, Master Healing, Grandmaster Resurrection, Grandmaster Healing. So many things. Oh my god, but that one had like Dragon Scale Armor. No wonder this hero was doing that amount of damage to us when he was getting more levels, when the last time I actually attacked. And yeah, oh my god, Emerald Longbow. Look at all. Where the hell are they getting all this? Like, honestly, Soul Stealer. Look at awesome how it looks. So, wow. I mean, wow. Look at this. Just look at this. I have no idea where these guys are getting all this. Do remember that my first encounter with huge amount of artifact was when we actually defeated Boar. So, or Born. Braun. Braun. He was a bane of my existence back then. And we defeated him and gained huge amount of stuff. I still don't know where the hell these guys are getting all this crap. Nonetheless, we won, people. Our first ever victory in Heroes of Might and Magic forever. That was amazing. That was amazing. Wow, just amazing. Is there like a, okay, I see a final score, okay, but are there like how army value, okay, army value, okay, is this just a value how much we wasted, right, on them? But is there like, I don't like this screen already, like, okay, a rank air elemental, a total 492. Town Zone 10, okay. But best hero is Genie. For some unknown reason, Genie is the best hero. I have no idea why would she be the best hero. I don't like this final because I was hoping I could see how many creatures I lost. In terms of, you know, like you lost, how many you killed and stuff like that. And we can see how many, I mean, just in total, I lost men. And that would just be perfect. Like, oh yeah, you lost thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people. That would just be perfect. Nonetheless, this is it. Final score, 1. My god, I couldn't believe I actually won. I never won before. This is a big achievement for me as a gamer. Wow. Okay. I'm awesome. I'm number 1 actually here. Ha 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 ha. I guess. Okay. That's it, right? Okay. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this. It was a very enjoyable experience. As I said, Heroes of Might and Magic 4 definitely the best Heroes game for me. Just because, again, of the heroes. I've always expanded that the heroes. I'm afraid of heroes. Enemy heroes just, you know, like, they have a personality if you allow that to have, but in terms of any other Heroes game, they are just static and they're generals. They're commanders, but the ones that do not fight. We all know, again, I will say this, that, for instance, again, Conan, you know, this is a guy, well, you know, a fictional character in the Hyborian age that created himself a legend of defeating so many creatures alone without any armies and stuff like that, and become a legend, a king, for instance. Or think of any hero. What hero stands aside and looks at opening his army and just buffs them? That's stupid. That's so stupid. I don't like. That's why I never liked Heroes 3 or any other. I just can't imagine to see a hero that just stands aside and does nothing. Yeah, sure, they can become one-man army, but I have not experienced that except with Braun, that is. But back then I barely had many levels on my own heroes, but still we won against him, mind you. Even though he was beating the crap out of us, we won. He was level 13 or 15, I think. We got all the equipment, and that was actually boosting us, my morale first and foremost, because my heroes, Araya, Genie, and of course Cathy, got so many equipment, and of course we just marched forward, took first castles, started beating the crap out of the enemy, and that was just amazing and mind-blowing. Then comes the moment when I start losing men, can't do anything, doing wave after wave of attacks upon enemy strongholds, doing absolutely nothing upon enemy heroes, losing so many men, so much equipment and stuff like that, and still prevailing, even though I wanted to say, fuck this is not my game, I just don't know what to do. I was getting desperate, but you've seen when desperate situations become desperate, you become better. And nonetheless, I enjoyed this immensely. It's a beautiful game, fantastic music. Order music is my favorite. I do like, again, the grass theme is amazing. I mean, last 14 minutes for fuck's sake. So, game as a Heroes Might and Magic, definitely awesome game. I do have some complaints though. The complaints are in terms of sieging. I still have to figure that one out. They don't look that good, to be honest. I mean, I know the technology was more like still like infant in terms of what they want to show off in mix with 2D and 3D, but you know, like certain stuff don't look good, to be honest, and sieges look a little bit bland in terms of their environment and stuff like that. And again, I'm a person that likes detail in games. I prefer detail above everything else. Devil is in the detail. Thank you very much. But nonetheless, amazing game. I have no idea about the campaigns and stuff like that. Never played them again. This is blind as it can get. And I won my first blind game, and that was like so. I mean, even the part when I was grinding like nobody's bitch, I fell asleep a few times, but it wasn't boring. I enjoyed it because I knew if I can, you know, I experimented. I realized the nobility thingy, the freaking skill for your heroes is very important, and it definitely changes the aspect where you would get a freaking inside your town, that specific town hall that gives boost, or it was the walls or something, it gives boost to the income of how many creature growth, you know, like the stuff like that. And here are actually heroes. So if you lose this hero, you're fudged. So you have to risk a hero going and fighting the battles, that is the Lord Hero, or going for the trees of knowledge or the experience shrine. You know, leveling him up, leveling his nobility, because that's the thing that wins at the end of the day. Nobility to give you an ability to do a massive amount of damage upon the enemy because you have more creatures than that person. I mean, having like 50% of creature growth or whatever was the actually Grandmaster nobility gives you, and I do have my Grandmaster abilities on certain heroes' head, that is, we won, but nonetheless, they helped a lot, but I had to grind a little bit. Thankfully, again, map was empty, well, almost empty. We had some angels around, some other monsters that I had to kill off just to be able to get to experience shrines and stuff like that. And jeez, I talk too much. But the game was still amazing, and I didn't get bored, and that is the important thing to me. If I don't get bored from a Heroes or any kind of game, that's an amazing game. Okay, so big like kudos to the developers who made this game. I mean, it's an amazing title, and I never ever gave so much thought to how I'm gonna win something, you know, but everything again worked. You know, yes, you can utilize again heroes, but the heroes are, I mean, it's called Heroes of Might and Magic, not Armies of Might and Magic. You know, like heroes, just, you know, you have the buffing heroes, you have the heal. Now, if you notice, we don't have healers in the game. You have buffers, you don't have healers. So I like that, because you have monks now as a freaking, I mean, you always had priest in Might and Magic, but you know, you have these specific heroes. If you want to mix them into the parties to buff them, but you must exclude one unit out of that party, okay? So that's always a good thing. That do remember, if you want to again, that the game actually has like maximum what, 7 units, 8 units? I now forgot. Let's say it's like, I think 8. It's 8 units. I have no idea. Now I think it's 8 units or 7 units. I think there was like 8 units. You always have one slot free. So nonetheless, you can always put 8 units, so you can put a hero in that army always. You know, you have like a full fledged life town army and a hero. Okay, so that means that one unit has to be excluded from that army if you want to have another hero. All in all, you have to make like compromises, and that's totally understandable, and I get what they did, why they did every single thing. And well, in my own perspective, you know, why do you have armies walking around? You know, because you would just buy useless heroes that will do nothing. In mind you, I bought heroes like those noblewomen that is, who I just bought just to get that 10% income that is in creature growth. Okay, but as I lost the first battle against that last army of the orange player, yellow player, whatever player, I realized that I have to get nobility up. So I grinded them. Took with me time, sure, but again, map was free of enemies, so that was a plus. But they were useful. Okay, those heroes were useful, and I even utilized them sometimes to transport some troops. But all in all, they were always alone, gathering all this experience where they could, and that was about it. And that was the beauty of it. That was the beauty of it, because I had to actually worry about them also. Okay, that was the beauty of it. And of course, again, like there's a transportation system. It works wonders when you actually start learning how to transport what in what how many days you want to wait for the creature growth, you know, and mix it up and stuff like that. And thankfully I capture all the freaking towns everywhere, mind you, so I had towns everywhere. Sadly, those two bottom towns on the ground had like only limited amount to tier 2 units, I think, so that was about it. I was disappointed there, but that was okay nonetheless. All in all, amazing game. I didn't expect this. I wanted again to surrender so many times, say fuck this, fuck you guys, I'm going home. But no, the game actually worked very well, and I actually survived, fought my thing, and you know, so many hours spent on this. I didn't see if there were like how many hours actually. I don't know if you can actually see that now. Options, no high scores, days, 240 days. Yeah, you can't really see hours, which again I don't like how they did that. I was really hoping that in the end of the day you will able to see like again how many units died and stuff like that, because that to me is very important. And of course how much hours you actually gave into the game, you know, put into the game, that is. And but sadly we did not see that. Nonetheless, there were huge amount of hours, and just again excluding the parts where I'm gonna grind all that, combine the armies, level those heroes up. I mean, that was ridiculous. But again, even though there were moments where because of that it was boring, it was quite understandable. It was an AI, human player would probably give up, maybe, who knows. But nonetheless, I understood that these guys were like, they were spamming their units as much as they could, but they were standing there and waiting for us to attack them. But of course, because we have so many things, you can wait it out and collect the units, get that nobility, which is very important thing to have. Nobility gives you plus gold if you want to have a skill to give you a huge amount of gold. I had like over 1 million something. I didn't see it. You can see it yourself how much actually I have resources and everything. It was ridiculous. Nonetheless, I enjoyed it immensely. Amazing game. I advise anyone to play it. And all those so-called haters, get off your horse. Heroes 3 is nothing special. That's a fact. My fact. But fact nonetheless. I mean, hell's bells. I like Heroes 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I don't like anything after that, because let's be honest, after that was all shit. Though to be honest, Heroes 5 is okay. It's not that great of a game, to be honest, mostly because it's 3D, and in its 3Dness is becoming already aged. Well, it's becoming like really ugly looking game. So, you know, 2D over 3D. That's my thing. But nonetheless, amazing game. Suggest to anyone. We'll try a campaign at some point, maybe. We'll do another scenario, maybe. I'll have to see about that. But again, I learned a lot. I hope I don't forget anything in the time that I do not play this game, but it will definitely stay on my comp for a very long time. It's quite an interesting game, and again, a blind. I won! It was a very amazing. That's actually like an achievement for me, again. So yeah, I wish you all the best, guys. Hope you enjoyed this, and that's about it. All best. Next time, who knows what? Maybe nothing. Maybe nothing. I'm still thinking about ending my channel about gaming and all of that, but we shall see. But don't expect huge amount of videos anymore, that's for sure. So yeah, all best.